Cinema Classics is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning Cinema Classics is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
This is Cinema Classics.
It is.
And what do you got? What's up your sleeve?
I understand Gateway may be presenting Fargo. Would that be true?
The Gateway Film Center is presenting Fargo, yes.
Okay. Do you recall when that is?
It is. No, why would you ask me that?
Fargo is appearing when? At
February 7th.
Okay.
Gateway Film Center,
Around
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
That's when we always do it.
All right. Okay.
You should know this.
All right. I know.
As you know, Fargo is, I consider, probably the Coen brothers' first major crossover success.
Okay.
So if you'll recall, well, maybe not their, I don't know, this is interesting.
Well, that's 1996.
Yes, 1996.
But before
they
that,
had made three films prior to that.
Barton Fink.
Well, you want to do them in order? I'm going to tell you because I know this was important to me back then.
All right, okay.
Blood Simple.
1984.
That was their first one.
Right.
Followed by Raising Arizona.
1987.
There you go. Which is an amazing classic, one of the best of that decade.
Yeah.
That was followed by Barton Fink. Or no, that was followed by Miller's Crossing.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And then that was followed by Barton Fink.
Yeah, 1991.
Right? So they made 4 of these amazing films, boom, 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 in a row. And quickly were considered some of the greatest working filmmakers.
Why? I mean, first of all, it's odd that they're brothers. And in most cases, they dual direct, perhaps, or Joel directs more, maybe.
Well, that was a novelty back then.
Yes.
That was well before the Wachowski brothers or any other brothers or sisters or paired directors had done anything like that. So that was a novelty at the time. But it was just the writing. Yeah. Actually, it was more than the writing, but the writing is what always sort of hypnotized me about them early on.
Quirky, would you say? Just
quirky,
funny.
but literary and fun, and you know, there's this movie, Sweet Smell of Success. You ever seen that film?
You're kidding me.
Burt
Our boys.
Lancaster and Tony Curtis.
Right.
Written by Clifford Odets.
Okay.
The playwright. And that movie, for me, is if not the best written film. One of them, certainly. Every line in that movie sings. It sounds like music. And I think the Coen brothers were always in love with language, and you can hear it. They probably, I'm sure, Sweet Smell of Success was a touchstone for them. But that sort of heightened musical language is a hallmark of their early work, and I loved it.
And don't you think also the eccentric character, such as from Raising Arizona, Nicolas Cage characters, they're just off center enough.
They're off center. They're loquacious. They're
dangerous.
They're eccentric. Yeah, they're outsiders. So for me, those first 4 films mark some of the best work any director or directors have ever done. When Fargo came out, I remember slightly put off by it.
Why?
I don't know. It didn't have the same. They had gone in a different direction for me. It didn't have the same musicality. I think they were.
It was too dark?
No, I don't think it was too dark. Certainly not. No.
Well, in a noir aspect.
No, because I was used to that. You know, I knew Miller's Crossing is a pretty even though it's gangsterish, it's pretty dark film.
Yeah.
In terms of its bursts of violence
and Marge Gunderson is certainly one of his great characters.
Yeah, you know, and it was interesting. That movie has grown on me and I think audiences over the years. But at the time, it was considered a major hit. It was nominated for many Oscars. Yeah. I think it won. She won, did she not?
Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand won. Who is one of the brothers' wife, by the way.
Who now is Joel's, I think.
Yeah. So Fargo marked a sort of move in a different direction for them.
Okay.
And ever since then, they have been exploring different things and, you know, trying to, they've manipulated their tone, tweaked it here and there to different effects. Sometimes terrible effect, sometimes great effect.
Well, you know, in '98 they had one of the most memorable films, The Big Lebowski.
Mm-hmm.
And I
At
think
the time, dismissed.
And one of the great characters played by Jeff Bridges.
Right.
And probably more iconic than anything else they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're continuing to have festivals. The Dude Abides.
The Dude Abides, yeah.
So
it's interesting. You know what I think, now that I'm thinking about this, their best films, you know, their main touchstone is film noir.
Yeah.
And they can refract different tales and different tones through that one lens. The Big Lebowski is sort of a remake of The Big Sleep, isn't it? It's got some. It's like a Philip Marlowe kind
It's
of.
got it right. That's right. Right.
But you know, the man who wasn't there, the Billy Bob Thornton black and white.
Oh boy,
film.
forgot about that one.
As we said, No Country for Old Men is a Western noir.
Yeah, and that's the one that I think that they have an Oscar with. I think that one is the only one of their oeuvre that has an Oscar. But don't you think that Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which comes just before No Country, don't you think that that's an outstanding film? And they try comic humor more than they've ever tried it.
Well, I don't think they.
You know?
Well, Raising Arizona for me is as zany and cartoonish as they've ever been.
Well, for me, when you get George Clooney to act like
silly.
a comedian, and act silly, then you're really.
And
you're
speaking
really
of this new movie coming out, Hail Caesar, looks wonderful.
Yeah,
it looks great. It looks like a sort of they're revisiting their Barton Fink type of that period and Hollywood.
It has George Clooney in it.
Yeah. There's some funny stuff. Ralph Fiennes. I'm really excited about this new chapter of Ralph Fiennes' career where he's
trying it.
He's a comic.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
His performance in Grand Budapest Hotel, I think, is one of the most finely tuned comic performances in a decade.
Wasn't that an amazement to me? Who would think that Ralph Fiennes could be a comedian?
I don't know, but he's brilliant.
He is great.
And there's this, the latest trailer for Hail Caesar features Ralph Fiennes trying to teach this hick movie star how to deliver a line. Well, I think the line is, "Would that it were so simple," and the guy can't say it, and Ralph Fiennes gets embroiled in a tete-a-tete with this guy. Anyway, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Another movie that lost me when it came out.
True Grit.
True Grit is great. True Grit is really faithful remake.
Well, I think
or adaptation of that novel, rather.
The one that was not outstanding of them all was Inside Llewellyn.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
You didn't like that one?
No.
Why not?
I thought it was dull, slow.
Okay.
Even though it introduced me to my favorite current actor,
Oscar
better
Isaac.
than Tom Hardy, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, I thought Llewyn Davis was a step back for me as far as and anything amusement, insightfulness on it. It created a world, but it wasn't.
What about A Serious Man? How did you feel about that?
You know, it was odd, but it received nominations, and it seemed to me odd. It wasn't in their usual tongue-in-cheek vein. It didn't seem to me.
Yeah, it was overly serious.
Yeah, yeah.
But to ill effect. I don't know. It had a strange. You're right. It had a strange tone to it.
Yeah.
That's what I do like that they try that stuff.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't always pan out. However, anyway, Fargo represents that turning point for them where a wider audience became aware of who the Coen brothers were and what they were capable of. Certainly, Frances McDormand's performance, really connected with audiences, and no one has forgotten the wood chipper scene.
No, goodness.
I think you say wood chipper now. Just like that triggered a response from you.
Buscemi?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But that's their humor. That gallows humor wrapped up in this flowery, beautiful kind of language and really smart filmmaking.
Unforgettable cinematography, if only for the white snow set against the dark deeds that were going on. And this a bit of an understanding of Minnesota
Mm-hmm.
as a strange place.
Yeah.
It's good. Cohen can do that.
Yes. And by the way, has spawned a really great television series.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I have
Couple
not seen
years.
it, but
Yeah.
it is well reviewed. And sorry, that's me doing that.
So tell again, now that we've excited our audience,
Yes.
how can they
Join
appreciate
us.
this with us? Join
Yeah,
us.
Join us Sunday, February 7th at 2 p.m.
Got it.
And we'll see you there.